Hello and welcome to another yes or no pick a card reading. Today we have 3 piles: Winter's Dream, Watchers, and Covenant. As always, take your time and see which of the piles resonates with you. And I'll see you at your reading. Pile 1 is Winter's Dream, Gestation Period. Pile 2 is Watchers, Transpersonal. Pile 3 is Covenant, Sacred Contract. Hello and welcome to another yes or no pick a card reading. As always, we're going to start by getting the energy of your situation to make sure that we have the right pile for you. Oh wow, that went flying. Winter's Dream, Gestation Period. So this looks like something is currently gestating, like something, it's giving me hermit energy. So we have escapist, come home to yourself. Withdraw. Okay, I love that. Every single card we pulled is just about withdrawing, taking time to really prepare yourself to move forward. I'm also seeing that this is something that you've been thinking about for a while. You could still be in the planning phases. This is something that you're probably keeping close to your heart, maybe not sharing with a lot of people. Something important to you as well, because that's why you are keeping it hidden from the world. There's this protective energy around this question, around whatever you've asked. This could be something that you don't want to talk to other people about because you don't want other people to influence your decision. Like, this is something that either you want to make on your own, or it's something that you need to really prepare and kind of start prepping so you can move forward with it. But I love how all 3 cards are all about taking that time to really plan or think or reflect on what it is you want to come from this question. And then we have Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go, and Bee Spirit, prosperity. And I'm just going to say, because I feel called to say it, I'm seeing that we have autumn and winter being brought up here. Where I am, it's currently winter, and I'm getting the message that for some of you in the Northern Hemisphere, that this is something that may have started in autumn. Maybe you had the realization that you needed to let something go, you needed something to change. Something could have also left your life in autumn. And this winter, like the winter season, is going to be this preparation or this kind of hibernation so that you can get the prosperity. I am seeing that you have a goal. Many of you have a goal, and like an end goal for this question, and it's just, there's going to be some time while you kind of prepare and create it. So that's what I'm seeing for the energy of this question, and if that matches your question, then this is the pile for you. And we're going to start by getting the yes or no for your question. So make sure you have your question in mind, and we're going to see what the outcome is for this pile. And we have a blank card. Okay, so when I get a blank card, what I do is I pull a few more tarot cards just to get some more information. And then I re-pull the yes or no card. Sometimes that means there's something else that Spirit wants you to know before it can answer this. Okay, so what further information do we need for pile 1? So we have 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Sun. Wow, okay, so I feel like this is a very strong message, and I'm seeing that there's going to be some movement, and whatever this movement is, it's going to be amazing for you. We have the Sun and the 10 of Cups following the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is often a move or like a transition. This can be a mindset. This can also be like an actual move, house, job, a new school, that sort of thing. Some movement into something better, and we're seeing that confirmed with these two amazing cards. The Sun is all about clarity and warmth, and oh my gosh, okay, I'm wondering if the spring summer is going to be like when you're finally going to start seeing this pay off, like, in a good way for you. And that with the 10 of Cups, we have all of this positivity. This is something that you're going to find happiness and joy in. This is also a card of family, commitment. Well, not commitments, but like relationships. Though I am seeing it looks kind of like a marriage. Like, this was reminding me of I think it is the Little Mermaid. So this is Jelnar the Seaborn. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. And this is about emotional and spiritual fulfillment. Having a husband and a child, a newfound life. So celebrating that newfound life. So this does look extremely positive. So now that we know whatever the situation you're in currently, whatever you're kind of percolating, it's going to change. It may take a little bit of time, but it's going to kind of blossom and unfold into something amazing. If you've asked a question about relationships or starting a family, this looks very positive. Also a house move as well. So we're going to pull a final yes or no card. Make sure you have it so the yes is your best possible outcome. So we have no, and it's not meant to be. Okay, so I feel like some of you really wanted that to be a no. And I feel like that no is a very good outcome. So that looks like a no. But it does look like whatever comes after this, whatever comes after the gestation period that you've kind of withdrawn and escaped into, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. And I'm wondering if a lot of you who picked this is a question about focusing on yourself, maybe some healing, some self-care, like a period of self-care. And we're going to pull some timing cards to see when this will be resolved. And how I do this is I lay out 3 piles, and then you can pick the pile that you're drawn to. Okay, we're going to start with this one. It depends on someone else. Okay, so that means that someone else is in control of when this happens. So someone else has to make a decision. Let's get to pile 2. Divine timing. And I'm not surprised to see that. There's a lot of pause, reflection, kind of hibernation energy with this, and I feel like with this question, and I am getting time being shown here, like a length of time, that there's something that has to either work itself out, or you have to sort of figure something out with the gestation period. Some of you are doing a lot of inner care and self-reflection with this question as well. Manifestation is also being brought out through this reading. And then we have in the fall. So this is a timeless reading. So this is from whenever you're watching. And I'm just going to put this here because I wonder if for some of you, the fall is going to be very important. I'm not getting anything negative with this, even though it's a no. I'm only getting so much positivity. So now that we have the yes and the no for the question. We're going to go into some more detail and get the why. Like, what is the outcome of this? What is the no going to be like for you? Bearing fruit. Oh, I love that, because right now in the present situation, we have the winter's dream, this gestation. Do you see how barren it is? How there's nothing there, just this like snail. It looks like a snail, but it's a spiral. And then we have this lovely tree that is just full of leaves in the spring or the summer. And that just brings me back to the time. I feel like this is something for a lot of you that's going to go on for a while, that there's a drawn out process here. And whatever it is in the end, you are going to be so happy with whatever this outcome is. Even if you really wanted this to be a yes, I see something amazing and beautiful coming through here, though there is some time being referenced. Multiple cards are referencing a length of time coming through here. So we have the Eight of Coins. School is being mentioned here. The Eight of Coins is this practice makes perfect card, where you do something again and again and again to perfect it, to get good at it, to gain mastery at it. This card is my card for school, because it's about, because in the original Rider-Waite, it's about perfecting and doing something again. And that's kind of like school to me, like the learning something. And the Nine of Coins and the Page of Wands. The Nine of Coins is a lovely card to see here. And that just tells me that you're going to get your wish. Like, this is a no, and I feel like it's a good no for most of you, because the Nine of Coins is, you know, to me it's success, it's safety, it's being confident in yourself and your decisions, and looking at everything that you've built and you've earned. And you know, that card is, it does talk about financial comfort as well. And what was I saying? Time. This is going to take some time. Some of you, this might be like an entire year as well. And then we have the future. Yeah, for some of you, this is over a long period of time. I love when that happens, when the cards confirm each other. And this is a message here. I was getting novelist, book writing coming through, drawing, like an artist coming through with the escapist, come home to yourself. And I'm seeing that coming through here as a question. Some of you have asked a question like, is this book or project I'm working on now going to be successful? And I'm seeing time. There is success coming, but time. And this might be not particularly this project. It might be a different one, or maybe you have to rework this one and make some tweaks. Because I am seeing success and I am seeing time coming through here. I know the question was a no, and I feel like that's a very good no, though. And the Page of Wands here is just about a creative spark as well. Like, this is the card of some new passion coming into your life that you're going to work extremely hard on with the Eight of Coins, and you're going to find comfort, success, prosperity coming through with that one as well. And this prosperity card, I keep thinking it's spring with all the flowers, so I do see a lot of time, like the spiral of time coming through here. So we have Seven of Gems, the Tower, and Seven of Clouds. With the Sun, clarity. Okay, so we're going to stick these here. This is making a lot of sense. The letting go, the Six of Swords, and the Sun coming through, the clarity. This card immediately tells me that everything is going to be fine. But it looks like something that you have built or worked on. And it could be something related to this question. It's not going to work out the way that you planned it to or wanted it to. With the Tower, I'm seeing that there's going to be somewhat of a shaky foundation to this situation in some way. And it's almost like you're waiting for it to pay off, but it's not going to pay off until you get creative and figure out either a way around it. Or, for some of you, there's going to be people in your life who don't want to see you succeed at this in some way, and that could be why you feel drawn to keep it to yourself. And I'm seeing that with the Seven of Clouds. That can be people being sneaky. Like, often it comes up when somebody has to keep something to themselves, and they need to be very clever in how they go about something. I'm not seeing anything negative. I'm just seeing this need to maybe keep things to yourself, because there's something a bit rocky about the situation in that it's not very solid. There's something not quite right. There's something not quite right about it, and I feel like that's kind of why you came here. And that's not in a bad way. That's just in that there may be something that you're missing, or you haven't quite worked on enough for it to feel stable. And I'm seeing that that's going to clear up. Anything in your external situation that it's making you feel like not quite able to do this, or not feel safe enough to do this, that's going to clear up. And that might be what you're waiting on. Maybe nothing can happen until that clears up. And then we have sensitivity. And that's just telling me that you need to keep your eyes open and be very observant and aware of what's going on around you. Also get in touch with your emotions as well, if that's relevant to you. Just take some time and really focus on yourself, your needs, your self-care, what's important to you. I feel like this is going to be something that you're not going to be able to make any move forward on until something else externally happens, until someone makes a decision or something kind of clears up. And you really need to put yourself first in the meantime. So now we're going to pull some advice cards. And that was fast. Participation. Yes, some of you need to get more involved with something. Maybe some of you need to get volunteer hours or start sticking up for yourself, being more assertive, getting involved in groups, making friends, like doing something, asserting your own needs. There's something that maybe you can kind of do to sort of feel like an active participant in this question. Awaken your authentic self and be true to you. And then treat yourself to something beautiful today. Self-care and put yourself first is really coming through here in your advice. Honor yourself is coming through here too. If you feel like you're not able to step out of your comfort zone or to do things because you feel like you're stuck in the gestation period, these advice cards are reminding you that you can still have fun, you can still do things and participate in things, and you don't have to feel so alone. If some of you feel alone, you don't have to. There are people around you, or there will be in the future. Because the Ten of Cups is all about having a family and having that happy outcome to something. So we're going to pull some tea leaf cards. These are very specific cards, so only take what resonates. We'll keep the face up ones. So friends are coming up here again and again. We have dogs getting together with friends, and then we have dog protection from a powerful friend. I feel like a lot of you who ask this don't feel like you have anyone to lean on. And these cards are saying that, yes, you do. You may feel like you have to keep everything to yourself, but there is someone here who can help you. We're seeing that multiple times. But there is someone around you that you can open up to in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So there is someone there who can help you, even if you feel like there's no one. And then we have good luck horseshoe right on top of the time in the future. So if things don't look like they're working out very well right now, in whatever situation you're in, I'm seeing that things are going to improve. We have good luck, we have time, we have future, we have the Nine of Coins. Things look amazing. It's just, you have to get there, is what I'm seeing. And any problems that you have right now will clear up. We have the sun twice, and that is one of the most beautiful, powerful, clarifying, successful cards in the tarot deck. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times, right on top of the 10 of coins and the sun. And then we have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. I could see that. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Egg. Yeah, whatever plans you're making right now, even if you feel stuck or lost or like you're not making any movements or that you're not doing a good enough job with the Tower here, I'm seeing that you are, and that it is working out and things are going to pay off because you're putting in the groundwork. There may be a need to kind of start taking more action towards it instead of just sticking in the mental planning activation mode. But I'm seeing that things are going to work out. There's so much abundance coming through in this reading. Older man. This can be any older person. So there could be an older person here who has some good advice, maybe some financial help. Maybe this is a partner that you're going to meet or have met. And then we have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Right on top of creative spark, misunderstanding. That was the feeling I was getting, is that there's a spark here, but maybe something has to be maybe tweaked or changed a little bit. Like maybe it's not exactly how you planned or thought it would be, or maybe it's not exactly what you expected. But I'm seeing that torch, that creative spark, will bring you out of this gestation period. There's just some tweaks that have to happen with that. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile one. Please let me know in the comments below what did and did not resonate. I love hearing from you guys. And thanks for watching. Hello and welcome to another yes or no pick a card reading. As always, we're going to start by getting the situation that you're currently in to make sure that we have the right pile for you. And we have Watchers, transpersonal. So this card is all about serendipity. I'm wondering if this is about something that may have come out of thin air or something that might have a lot of luck or chance. Tree, let them go. Okay. Do it for you. Oh, wow. Okay. This is a very heavy energy. And the back of the deck is escapist, in case that is important to anyone who picked this pile. The Watchers is also about long-term planning. Like, what do you want in the future? This question is about deciding what you want to make of your life or situation in the long term. And this is also asking you to stop doing and just sit and just think about something. A lot of observation of life, of people, of who you are and what you want is being brought up here as well. There's something that maybe you want to do just for you coming through with this question, and something has to be let go for that to happen. And this is giving me death energy. This is something that maybe it's run its course. There's a little bit of pain coming through in the fire, but it can be a cleansing sort of ending coming through here. And then we have Shadow. Oh my gosh, that's way too many, but we will read them. 9 of Wands, Justice, King of Swords, and the Star. So these cards, in a way, remind me of each other, and I know that's a stretch, but it's just the way they're sitting and the trees, except here we have the trees on fire versus the stars being the center focus. And it feels like there's something that you have been doing for a very long time. You've been trying to make something work, and you've been putting in a lot of effort to make this happen. Like, this card is about almost giving of yourself so that something succeeds. It's a card of perseverance, but you have been doing something so long, it's become so hard that you've almost normalized the effort you've had to put into it. And we're seeing with the Justice card here that you're about to make a decision. And this decision is going to be one that you're going to do with a lot of clarity. It's going to be logic-based. It's going to be after a lot of thinking, of planning. It's not going to be something you take lightly, and it's not going to be something that you're going to do like willy-nilly. It might be something like this decision and this question might be something that if you did it, people would think that was so unlike you. Like it might be something that you have never done before. And it could be something that you didn't think you'd ever do. But I'm seeing with the Tree card and the Star card, and that's kind of what I was getting at when I saw that, like when I kind of noticed some similarities that I know are a stretch, but what I got from these two cards was that what looks like a painful decision, the letting them go, is actually going to become a huge source of hope and passion and rejuvenation for you in the future. Wow, that was a lot, but that really needed to be said. So I'm going to keep out these two tarot cards and put the rest back just because there's so many cards and not a lot of space. And if that resonated with you as your question or your current situation, we're going to pull the yes or no card. Make sure to have your question in your head. So there's a few cards. A careless mistake will cost you. Yes, and regret it. Better than expected. Okay, so that's an interesting message. So this does look like a yes, and it does look like the outcome is going to be better than you could even think of right now. But I am seeing that this is something that you will always look back on and go, you know, that could have worked too. Does that make sense for your question? Like there's something that you're going to look back on this decision in the future and you're going to, wonder, what if I did something different? I'm seeing that you're going to love whatever the outcome is. Like it looks very positive. But I think this is something that's quite monumental for you. Like this isn't something that to take lightly, and it's not something that you thought maybe you'd ever have to make. I'm getting the feeling that this isn't something that you necessarily wanted to make this decision. This is going to be something that you've been wanting so bad, but didn't know how to make it happen. And so that fire is going to be more of a cleansing. But there's a dark shadow, like a dark, oh my gosh, what is that saying? Dark night of the soul moment going on for a lot of you here, and that maybe you don't know what could happen. With all that said, this does look super positive. So now we're going to pull the timing cards. And how I do this is I lay out 3 cards face down, and you pick the pile that you feel drawn to. So we have pile 1. On an important date or event. So that's whatever might be important to you. For some of you, this is maybe you're waiting for something to get an answer to something. Not in the near future. So this is quite a while away. This could be anywhere from 6 months to a year to 2 years. This is some time being shown there. And the 3rd, a decision must be made. I'm not surprised to see any of those. I feel like this question for a lot of you is a major decision. It's something that might take some time, and it's something that is going to be like an important decision. For some of you, this important date or event is just making this decision, or just, finally letting something go to do something important for you. So now we're going to pull the outcome card and see the why to the question. Broken open and the storyteller. Playfulness, elves. Six of Wands. So I'm seeing victory, and that came out fast and almost landed on the on the fire. So success is coming, and it's coming in fast with whatever decision you make, whatever this yes is. We're having a huge victory and success. People, this is the card of people notice you. People can see what you've done. They see that they see all the success you've done. They see your achievements. This is being proud of what you've done and having people acknowledge that you have succeeded at something. The Hanged Man. Three of Wands. Okay. So the Storyteller card is about figuring out your identity, who you are, what you want. It's also about teaching others how to treat you. It's about writing and controlling your own narrative of your own story. And Broken Open is about the gift of grief. And I'm seeing with these cards that there is some grief in this loss for a lot of you. And whatever you have to let go. And that's coming through in several cards here, that there is a gift in grief for you in some way. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned. Maybe it's just knowing that there's something so much better for you with whatever this is that you are going to go for. And it really could just be grieving what was, grieving a situation that's done. And it's not that it was a bad ending. It was just, everything comes to an end. If someone is graduating school this year, that's a grief. It's always a grief to an ending, or changing jobs as well. We have some waiting here. This could be waiting to make the right move. This could also be just a change in perspective. I'm seeing some playfulness come in. To me, that is just happiness and being able to enjoy where you are by the end of this. So whatever emotions you're feeling with the Broken Open card, I'm seeing that they're not going to last long. There's going to be something amazing coming in with this yes, that's going to kind of invite you into it. And with the Three of Wands, you're just going to set out and start going after whatever you've been planning. Whatever you are planning right now, whatever you are kind of deciding on, by the end of this question, by the end of the outcome, where we have the timing, you're going to start putting things out, seeing what's going to come back. You're going to have multiple irons in the fire here is what I'm seeing. You're going to be busy. You're going to go after that success. And for some of you, this could be a creative project with the book here, writing, drawing, journaling, anything like that. But I'm seeing you're finally going to start to go after the success that you're dreaming about right now. So that's what I'm seeing with you guys. This looks so positive. Some of you, this is a promotion as well. With the climbing up the corporate ladder, I always think of that with this card. And then the success here, like career achievement coming through here. I'm not really getting anything for relationships very strongly, but there's a bunch of people here and a bunch of questions. So now we're going to get some information on your external situation and your internal. Wow. So your external situation, Death and the Devil. Some of you are feeling very stuck with where you are. And, maybe that doesn't match up with where you want to be or with what you envisioned for yourself. The back of the deck is sensitivity. Again, that might make sense to some people who have watched multiple piles. Legacy. This is your internal situation. Yeah. With indecision on the back of the deck. This is a huge decision, a huge question for a lot of you. I feel like this is about where you want to be. Internally, you're wondering, what is your legacy? What do you want with your life? What do you want this to become? How do you want your life to go, to play out? So, there's definitely thoughts of career, family, financial freedom coming through here. And wherever you are now, for a lot of you, it's not really working. You feel almost trapped and constricted, and there's this need to really just let something go, do it for yourself coming through here. So we are going to pull, wasn't I saying this is giving me devil energy? No, death energy. Yeah, death energy. So we're going to pull some advice. Inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to what it's telling you. Listen to your intuition and what you want, because it's not going to steer you wrong. This is the High Priestess card, I believe. So you already know what you want, and you already know what's best for you. It's like confirmation in these cards. Turn criticism into kindness. So there might be someone or people who might not approve of this, and this is just reminding you that take that as advice instead. You don't have to let it hurt you. Some criticism can be constructive, and what isn't constructive can be, made to be constructive, or you can just ignore it. Today holds unlimited possibilities to see the beauty in life. And this card is just reminding you to take every day moment for moment, to find the best in every situation, and to find the beauty in your life. And if it feels like there isn't any beauty, then find the beauty in your future. What could be? Because you can create anything you want from this. I'm seeing that it's almost like you can write your own future. So manifestation could be important as well for you. So now we're going to pull the tea leaf cards. These are very specific messages, so they might only be for 1 or 2 people. So just take what resonates. So we're going to start with these ones. Seek out information that will help you find. Okay. Ladder, climbing towards success. Wasn't I saying this card always reminds me of climbing towards success? And then dark man, this can be any person. It's just a person being shown here. So relationships, friends, family are coming up there. And that something will improve. Shark, take care or there will be loss of material wealth. And I feel like the shark is just confirming the restriction, the devil card. They're feeling that there's something just under their surface. Maybe something just doesn't feel right. Kite, vacation. Yeah, leave it, let go. Follow your inner voice, and if it's saying that something can be like left, like this is saying just let it go, just relax about it, try not to worry about it if you can, and don't stay in that situation if you can. Okay. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, that can also come up for like feelings of anxiety as well. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Okay, so this is going to be a message for like one person. There's somebody who's who's being a bit impulsive, and that's kind of taking away from their ability to get where they want to go. Family matters are coming up here. And then we have the vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And then desk, pay attention to your work. So a lot of people have asked questions about family and work coming through here, and I'm seeing that you have the ability to get a good outcome, to kind of resolve whatever worry and anxiety you have about family and work. I'm seeing that you're going to be able to fix whatever is making you feel stuck, constricted, uncomfortable. That's really coming through strongly here. We have success, we have personal strength, we have the vine, secret information that will help you. And that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 2. Please let me know in the comments below what did and did not resonate. I love hearing from you guys. And thanks for watching. Hello and welcome to another yes or no pick a card reading. As always, we're going to get a first card and some information on what your situation is to make sure we have the right pile for you. So we're starting with Covenant, Sacred Contract. Oh, that is some heavy stuff to start with. And this card is all about contracts. This could be a karmic contract. This could be a soul karmic relationship. This could be as simple as signing the deed to a house or a new job as well. So we have Spirit Guardian of Winter Retreat, Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. Okay, so if someone came from another pile, you will know what I'm saying with the Winter Retreat, and that there's going to be new beginnings. And again, this is giving me spring, so time is referenced here. And where I am is the Western Hemisphere. It's winter now, so the winter-spring kind of hibernation time is being referenced for people in my hemisphere. But this is a timeless reading, so this could also be next winter as well, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. The Covenant is also about a commitment or working for the greater good. And this is also about making sure that you read the fine print and that you know exactly what you're putting in and what other people are putting in and what you expect to get out of something. This could be a new commitment, a new relationship, a new job, anything involving signing a contract or even a karmic or soul contract coming through here. Do it for you. The Observer. Okay, well, you know, I feel like a lot of these piles are very similar, and that this is something. In the back of the deck is the Seeker, which I think is a fun observer seeker. So a lot of these piles have been the same, and I feel like this is something that you're going to take this time and really just observe what's going on. What do you want? What situation is coming from this new commitment or this new relationship or this new job? And you're going to seek the best outcome for you, this new beginning that you really want for yourself. And I feel like if you have been watching the other piles and you're kind of like binge watching this video, and yes, I do that to other creators as well, that this question is going to be about like a definite, like, is this what it is sort of thing. And I'm seeing that there's that observing and that seeking coming through here. Observing the situation and seeking out the best possible answer or outcome. And there's the Death and the Magician card. I just wanted one card. But again, like if you've watched multiple piles, that Death coming out, it's really saying that there's going to be there could be this change that you have seen and that you've noticed and that you want to happen and make happen. And I'm seeing that that's coming through strongly here. Is this the right ending, the right change, the right new beginning for you? So that's what I'm seeing with these cards. If that makes sense to your question, then we're going to pull the yes or the no. So make sure you have, I was going to say make sure you have your question in your mind, but the cards kind of flew out very fast. And we have a careless mistake will cost you. And then better than expected. Okay, I feel like we're going to ask about that, but I'm going to pull another yes or no card for this pile, okay? So make sure you have your question in mind. And I'm pulling the second card because I feel like I didn't shuffle enough and just put the last pile's answer. So we have to great recognition popping out. So I feel like that's important when you least expect it, and only if you're careful. Okay, so I feel like the careless mistake is because you need to be careful, and I don't think that's going, like a careless mistake is going to make this a no. I feel like it's just, it might extend it. if that makes sense. Like you so do not want to make a mistake that you're going to observe maybe a bit too long. But I am getting a yes. I'm getting to great recognition. I'm getting when you don't expect it or how you don't expect it. But I do feel like you're being warned or advised rather to make sure you put the effort in you need to, and to be careful. Make sure you plan properly and do what you want. And I did say we were going to get some information on what that careless mistake is, so some advice. We're going to get some advice for it. 4 of Coins. Don't be too scared to act when you feel like you should. Don't stay too long in this retreat energy. And don't put off starting a new beginning because you're worried it's the wrong decision or you're worried you're going to miss what you leave behind. Because if this is about a relationship, because the Knight of Cups is all about a new relationship coming in, a new project, like a new creative project or anything that you are emotionally invested in. And I'm seeing there's a fear to act. So I think that this is really just advising you to make sure you act when you feel ready to and when you feel like you could get the outcome you want, because we have the Magician here. This is the master manifester, so you can make anything happen. And I feel like the Magician can write any contract they want. You can make anything you want from this. You just have to make sure you figure out what it is that you want to happen and you take the steps to make it happen and go after the new beginning. So now we're going to pull the timing cards. How this works is I lay out 3 cards face down and you pick the pile that resonates with you. And we're going to start here. August. So summer is being referenced here. And this is a timeless reading, so from whenever you're watching. In a few weeks. So that's pretty soon. And then pile 3, help is needed. So some of you need to ask for advice, get some help. There could be like a service you have to find or to use to get this as well. Maybe there's something you want to volunteer in, or maybe you have to talk to an office in your school or your job, but you haven't really felt like you can. So some of you have to really reach out and find the help and the support and the advice that you need to help make this happen. So if that sounds like your question, we're going to pull the outcome cards, the why behind the answer, and what's going to be the outcome of this yes or this no. And we have the storyteller. And then the back of the deck is broken open. Okay, I'm pretty sure I shuffled that well. Tender embrace. 22 is coming through here. So some of you are going to write this contract and create it as you want it. Like, this is just so fun to see. These are the same, just like the same image. And this card here, this one was the main, like your main situation, like what is going on. This is the main card. And this card is your outcome, the main card for your outcome. And I feel like you're going to get the key to this. You're going to be able to make whatever you want happen from this. You're going to create whatever you want from this. You're going to write your own story. And for some of you, this is a new relationship, but an amazing new relationship. Because tender embrace is all about compassion, care for yourself, care for others, empathy, kindness, learning to be kind to yourself and others. And then we have alliance coming through. So some of you are going to find that help you need. So if this is a relationship question, this looks extremely positive. If this is a job or a new school, I am seeing that there's going to be a new job coming in, a new contract coming in, like a work contract. There's going to be some kind of coming together, some kind of alliance or shared commitment coming through here. And that whatever it is that you want to happen, that you've asked about here, like, you're going to make it, like, you're going to manifest it. You're going to bring it into this world. I love how these two cards came up. And then we have the Star. So hope, rejuvenation, and the Sun, optimism, clarity, abundance, success. And then Knight of Wands, and the ability to make it happen. This is the passion to bring everything into life. This is the passion to make everything a success. That's just you being able to go after this and feeling confident that you can make it happen. Like once this ball starts rolling, nothing's going to be able to stop you. And again, make sure you don't become too impulsive, because that careless mistake, I feel like nothing wrong will happen, but I feel like you might just make like little problems you have to go back and fix. And then Six of Swords coming through. So a house move, a new job, a change in something improving. Like this just looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm seeing some people are going to be moving house, moving cities. But a lot of the Six of Swords, I feel like, is just you moving and settling into this new beginning that you are trying to manifest, trying to create, trying to make happen, because it's something that you really want. Now we're going to get information on your external situation. So fulfillment and opportunity. Wow, so the Ace of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. So this is something that may have just kind of popped up. Like maybe something popped into your life and now you have an option you never thought you'd have. Like you didn't think you'd have this. But this looks like this is something that you really, really want, that may have just kind of appeared. And now you're like, well, should I take it or should I not take it? And again, we're getting work and we're getting family. Emotions are coming through in the cups and your fulfillment. So this is something that, like, it seems like luck is on your side in a lot of ways. And then the Ace of Pentacles is opportunity. So this is something in your external situation. This is something physical in your world that's kind of just started to show up, something new that you should take advantage of. And then your internal situation. Adventure, Apprentice of Lightning. I think this is Wands. And I think that might even be Knight of Wands. So I feel like you've already kind of have started to come into this adventurous, enthusiastic, passionate, like go-getter kind of energy. And you just have to find the right time to embrace that. So now that we have your answer, we're going to get some advice cards. Patience. Okay, patience is coming through here. And the Miser. Okay. So I believe this card is the same card that came up for your advice. Like the Four of Pentacles. And I feel like you're not going to really feel like you can make a move yet. There could be something like with the Retreat card. There could be some time being brought up here that you can't really make a move yet, and you're going to feel kind of stuck in your situation until the time comes where you can make that happen. For some of you, this is going to be like the start of a school year, start of a new job, and you can't really speed that up. For others, it's going to be that you need someone to come up here and be like, sure, yeah, I'll help you with that. But this is going to be different for everyone. But patience is coming through. You can't speed things up just because you want to, but you can perfect what you want to happen and make sure you have the plans in place so you can get your best outcome. Show off your sparkle and shine from inside. Forgive someone. And I feel like that's you. For a lot of you, I feel like you have to forgive yourself and let yourself shine. You have to do what you want to do and forgive yourself if that makes you feel like you're being selfish, because you're not. You're just doing what is best for you. But maybe there's some doubt or some worry that you're going to do something and hurt someone, or maybe by doing this you feel like you're letting someone else down. But this advice is reminding you that you can do what's best for you, and you can do what you want, and you can live your life for yourself, and that's okay. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to go after what you want, the things that make you happy. And now we're going to finish the reading with some tea leaf cards. These are very specific, so only take what resonates. Okay. So a bunch fell on the floor. We have rat, someone working against you behind your back, and dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in your past. Okay, so I feel like this rat is more just saying that there's something that you have done in your past that's a good thing, something that you haven't noticed going on. Or this could also be Ace of Gems, something that you hadn't noticed or seen or even thought would happen kind of came back in a good way relating to your job. So maybe some of you, this is a job offer from an old company, or maybe this is something where you realized your grades are good enough to get into a graduate program. Nothing negative. That is something that you didn't realize from your past that you could use to do something new. Again, hidden secrets can harm you. This card to me is just hidden secrets. And there's no harm here. It's just there's things you don't notice related to your career. So that's twice we have there's things going on that you didn't notice. And I feel like you're starting to see that. There's things you've done in the past or things that you did and didn't realize you could use in this way. And I feel like you're starting to see how you can use them in this way. And then we have 4-leaf clover luck that fell on the floor. And then we have 4-leaf clover luck, great good fortune. And that fell out with the skull and career. So I feel like it's just going towards those two little piles of cards. And I feel like that's the observer seeker, that if you look, you shall find. And that this period of retreat is just so you can see and notice all of these things. Like new ways you can use things that you've done in the past. Because you've built something here, is what I'm seeing. Some of you are going to have to leave for something new. But there is something in the past that you've built that's going to kind of really help you move forward. And then we have a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And then we have a person. This gender doesn't matter. That's just a person coming up. So again, there's an alliance coming through, right? Like you connecting or committing with someone as you move forward. And then we have October coming through for some of you. Guaranteed success. I love to see that. Some of you, October is going to be that success. Handshake. Meeting with a stranger could be important. Again, there's that alliance coming through. This is a very specific message with a lot of repeats. Like normally the tea leaf cards are very random. I don't think I've ever seen this much confirmation with the tea leaf cards, because we only have 2 messages here in all of these cards. News is on the way. Again, a person. So by October, or this could be someone born in October, there's going to be some amazing news coming through. Good news coming through. Likely due to an alliance, commitment, maybe a new relationship. And you're not going to see this coming when it comes. For some of you, it's already started. And you've already noticed it. For some of you, it's going to take a little bit longer for you to notice. But when it does, you're going to really want to go after that. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what did and did not resonate. I love hearing from you guys. And thanks for watching.